excited to start the show with this segment. So every year we do a big weight loss challenge on Cityline, and every year the results are astounding. I love the fact that we also incorporate a viewer at home, and just proves to you you can do this program from home. Please welcome our experts. It's Dr. Joey Schulman, Miracle Woman, Lisa Rogers, stylist extraordinaire. Come and have a seat.
Thank you.
I feel like it's like graduation day. It's, you know, like they're coming in to get their diplomas.
Yeah.
They've learned amazing things when it comes to diet, weight loss, and just eating normally, but eating well and healthy for your body. How's the experience been for you, Joey?
Phenomenal. This has been a terrific year. The 3 weight loss winners, they're all friends. They're going out for lunch after the show, which is fantastic. The results are stellar. I mean, the audience, viewers at home are going to be shocked. But what you said is so true. It's healthy, Tracy. There's no deprivation. There's no starvation. You know I don't do that.
No.
It's all healthy, natural nutrition, which I'm really, really excited and proud of.
Okay, well, let's check it out. And Lisa, you're with us too, because they're getting makeovers today, okay? They're getting new outfits and everything.
Wonderful.
It's going to be awesome.
They were such great girls. They were loving it, just loving it. They felt, you could tell they felt so renewed.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it was really nice.
And you'll see why right now. Take a look at Cindy. So we're going to show you Cindy when she first started, when we started this challenge in late January, early February. So her starting weight was 209 pounds. Her final weight, you can see Cindy now, 178.5 pounds. Her waist measurement 35, hip 43, chest 39, all of those inches drastically down. Please welcome Cindy live on Cityline. You've lost 30.5 pounds and 15.5 inches. That is a lot of inches. How are you feeling, Cindy?
Amazing, absolutely amazing. I have a few more pounds to go. I'm still working on it, but this is part of my journey.
Now, I know that you had back surgery at some point for a couple years, and how are you feeling now? How is your back feeling? How's everything feeling?
Much better. Releasing that weight, I figured it was a real big strain on my spine.
Yeah.
So I feel even when I go out to the gym, you see a big change when you're out there. You have more energy.
Okay, now Joey, give me the dirt. What was it like working with Cindy?
Okay, so Cindy's amazing, and I want to tell people at home that for every 5 pounds you lose on this program, which is online at cityline.ca, for every 5 pounds you lose an inch to an inch and a half around your waistline. And you're going to kill me for saying this, but when I first met Cindy, she said, you know, I have a belly button ring that I didn't want to show, and I haven't shown in years. I'm not making you show your belly button ring on camera, but
show it.
Just joking.
We wouldn't do that.
You know, that is a great goal, because you've lost so much around your waist, and when you look at your before and after, you look great.
You look amazing, and Lisa, you dressed her so beautifully.
You know, we had a lot of fun. She kept going, well, I would never wear this, or I would not want to. And I realized it's really interesting, because what I think most of the girls said to me is they really lived in the world of black. Yes. You know, they were really trying to hide themselves rather than feeling free. So for me, it was so much fun, because I looked at Cindy, and it was just this blossom, this blonde, this blue, this color, something refreshing and bright. And I'm really happy. I mean, you know, I think you should be so proud, and you wear it so well. You look so pretty.
You look amazing.
Really
we love you, Cindy. You've done great. We loved you before too. But you look amazing. Okay, let's take a look at Sarah now. So Sarah came in at 152 pounds. Her final weight now is 122.5 pounds. She's lost 29.5 pounds. Wow. She is down 21 inches. Please welcome Sarah. We're so proud of her. Amazing. Look at you. Hi. I love this outfit on you. Okay, so you were all about the intense cravings, which, girl, I can understand. Lack of energy as well. How are you feeling now versus when you started the program?
Night and day. I feel great. I don't have the cravings. Now I crave to go for exercise and healthy food.
What did she say?
Yeah, it's true.
It's one of those self-perpetuating things. The more you do it, the more you want to do it.
Yeah, and you start seeing results, so you want to keep it up.
That really does make a huge difference. What are your girls saying about this?
They're happy. They call it Mommy's Healthy Eating, and they love the snacks, and they're super proud of me.
We all are. You've done amazing. It's really nice to see the transformation and see the difference. Like I even hear your voice stronger now than I did when we first met, so it's a confidence thing. Yep. So you dressed her in a gorgeous outfit once again. I love the fact that they got sort of clothing makeovers because they have new bodies now, don't they?
But they do. They can wear clothes, and I wanted them to know that they can.
Yes.
You know, that there is a, there's a whole new thing. So we were having a color. She goes, do you think I can wear orange? Is orange really my color? Do I feel covered? I said, you know what, it is, because what it does is it reflects into your complexion and face, and it brightens everything up. And I said flowers and something pretty for you, because, I think you should be so proud of how you've done.
There's something very feminine about that.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to mention, along with Sarah, your sister that lives in Windsor followed along and also lost 26 pounds by following online. Wow. That is amazing. That is incredible. Yeah. Okay, now let's take a look at Mira. So this is Mira when she first came in to Cityline. She was at 146.5 pounds. So she wasn't at a high weight. She only needed to lose a little bit of weight, or wanted to lose a little bit of weight, I'll put out there. Her final weight, 128 pounds. She's feeling like she's exactly where she needs to be. Her total weight loss, 18.5 pounds, down 10.5 inches. Mira, come on out here. We want to see this. How are you? You look great. So many of our viewers are in this situation. They only want to lose, that 10, 15 stubborn pounds, and that's what you've done. What did you find was the most helpful thing for you in this situation?
There's so many things, but just one?
Yeah, or a couple.
I think a couple of things. One was the amazing ladies that we got to meet through this journey.
Yes.
Dr.Joey and her team were fantastic. They're so patient, they're so supportive, and then you guys. But I think the most helpful thing is that the food was really good. Like, it's not like people have been asking me, was it hard? Did you have to do anything extreme? It was really just good, disciplined eating habits.
No deprivation, right, Joey? Because it's not going to work if that's how you feel.
It's not going to work. And remember the rule, if you can't see yourself following a version of this program for 5 years or longer, don't do this program. And what Mira said to me in the office this week is, I cracked the code. And I love that, because she's like, I did it, I cracked the code. And this is a system that you can use for the rest of your life.
Very nice.
You look amazing.
Once again, in a great nautical-inspired theme. I love it. You did a great job with her, Lisa.
I know, and there was a smile on your face. It's so beautiful and joyful. And I saw this, and I just love that. That's one of my favorite colors on top around your face, that citron kind of color, and I thought it looked beautiful with your complexion.
Absolutely. Yes. Now we have a real treat, because we did say to our viewers, follow along online. A lot of people think, well, I'm not one-on-one with Joey, it's not going to work. It works. It doesn't matter if you're living in British Columbia or, Moncton, New Brunswick. You can follow along online. So we actually have Jen. We had an online winner, and Jen is here today. It's our first time meeting her on Cityline. So she started at 217 pounds, and her final weight, 193.5 pounds, just following along online. She's lost 23.5 pounds and 11 inches. Jen, come on out here. Amazing. Look at you. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling wonderful. It's been a hard road, but it's been a road that I've had a lot of support with, and I'm on the road to where I should need to be. So it's been wonderful.
Well, especially because you actually experienced back injury, during the program, and a lot of people will see this and actually take a lot of comfort in this, because a lot of people say, I've been injured, I have this going on in my life, there's no way I could lose weight, and you've lost weight.
I've
lost
weight.
It.
Yes. Yeah, it was a struggle initially, but once you kind of figure out the program, and Dr. Joey was wonderful helping me out when I was in the heat of the injury.
Yes.
The weight started coming off again, so it's totally doable.
Very nice, and now she wants to keep going, right, Joey?
I know, and you will keep going. You're doing great.
Definitely.
You're doing great.
Incredible. So I love this outfit you've picked out for her, because
pretty?
I love the colors.
Me too.
They're very
nice.
nice.
It's soft, and it's easy to wear, and it's comfortable with summer coming. And I really loved that shock of pink right around your face again. I was saying to all the girls, don't be frightened to wear color. Wear color around your face, because it adds to how cheerful that you already feel. And if you may not wear a lot of makeup, I know normally for myself I don't either, wearing some color around is pretty. But this was easy, it was comfortable, you could put leggings underneath, we threw on a little a sweater, which I think you can wear a ton of times, and you're a teacher.
Yes.
Right? So I think it's great, so I think you look very pretty.
Jen, you look amazing, and I love the fact that you followed this online, so it's very encouraging for all the viewers that are at home. Give her another hand. Jen, you look great. Thank you so much. So now, now, this is kind of where the hard work begins. And, you know, a lot of people might argue that losing the weight, it's not easy, but it's a struggle. But then after you've lost the weight, it's the maintenance that can be really tricky. So let's spend some time talking a bit about maintenance. Sometimes it's hard to shift that gear.
Right, and that's the perfect word, shift that gear, is we want to make this a permanent shift. So first of all, we're posting all of it online. All the information on maintenance will be there for our viewers.
Good.
With maintenance, there's a few basics I want you to keep in mind. The first is follow an 80-20 rule. So you've hit your goal weight and now you think, oh, do I still have to stay on this 100%? No, and you know this and I know this. We know how to cheat the system.
Sure do.
And we... See how she said that? And cheating the system means, where do you want to indulge? I don't like the word cheat, actually. Where do you want to indulge? Is it alcohol? Is it more grain? Is it more chocolate? Is it, where is it? Please indulge. Let's get back to life, because I want to make this a system that you stay with for life. The second thing that is so important is watch your nighttime eating. I want you to focus on how you eat from 3 p.m. on. The research is very clear that if we're on the same calories, but you are eating perfectly, a nice big breakfast, small lunch, and then a great dinner, and that's it. You're having a few snacks, but you're not mindlessly munching after dinner. You will lose more weight than I will lose if I'm eating too much at night. Watch your patterns. The third thing, and I know you do this as well, is once in a blue moon, I want you to pick up a food journal and do it again.
Absolutely.
Even 2 weeks in a food journal, do it again. It keeps you mindful.
Yes.
And the fourth thing is, as we get older, 35, 40, 45, our ability to digest lots of sugars and lots of grains goes down. So I'm not saying no grain, I'm saying watch your grain intake. Make sure it's a high quality grain intake. Eat tons of vegetables, eat your fruits, drink your water, but watch your grain intake. And there's a few basic principles like nighttime eating, like staying hydrated, like keep moving, like food journaling, like being a little bit mindful that will keep your blood sugar in balance. And the middle-age spread, we just posted this article, I just posted this on Cityline. The middle-age spread does not have to happen. That's my take-home point.
Oh, I like that. So the thing that always sticks out in my mind when you talk is that your diet starts at 3 p.m. because most of us don't wake up in the morning and want to eat a deep-fried Mars bar. Okay, maybe sometimes, but mostly not. So it's usually in the afternoon when things get really derailed, right?
Yes, right.
So you have to be so vigilant from 3 p.m. So thank you so much for those tips. And Lisa, you look amazing.
Well, you know what, it's interesting because now, you know, as we were getting older, especially with my husband, he was 10 pounds up.
Yeah.
And he's an Italian and he loves his pasta.
Yeah.
And do you know what I did? I just took the carb out at dinner. I filled him up on lots of protein, lots of fish, lots of chicken. I made great food, lots of salads and vegetables. I canned it and he lost 10 pounds.
And that was 10 pounds.
That was
Just that
10
step was
pounds.
10
Just in
pounds.
canceling the carb at night.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna kidnap you in the back and ask you everything you eat because she's.
I eat like a horse.
You do. You
I
eat
do
a lot,
because
but you eat well.
Because you need to feed the furnace.
Yes,
you
you
can't
do.
starve yourself. So
No, you
I'm always
can't.
eating small things, but I always try to be thoughtful of what I'm eating, and I don't eat junk food.
Yeah. Okay.
Never eat.
Well,
junk
I do
food.
sometimes, but I have an apple waiting for me back there, so that's pretty good, right? I snack on that.
I'll keep my eye on you.
Yeah, keep your eye on me. Well, do you have diet and nutrition questions for Dr. Joey? I know you do because she gets great response online. Maybe you've lost weight on the challenge and you want to know how to keep it off. Go to cityline.ca right after the show today, 10 a.m., and join our live chat with Dr. Joey. Thank you, ladies. Let's go to break. We're coming up. Do you complain of being tired all the time and you just woke up? Maybe it is the foods you are eating. We have a problem in this country, probably in this continent. It's low energy.
Yes.
And there's so many things that we have to do in a day, and if your body and your brain can't keep up with it, you're in trouble. So let's talk about food.
Yes, and it is the #1 complaint in doctor's office is fatigue. So food has a big impact on that. So we want to make sure, you know, I'm all about blood sugar control. There's certain foods that are quite energizing, and you want to make sure that you have those foods in your system. So let's start with pineapple. I don't want people to be scared of tropical fruits because they're worried about weight loss. You can have some pineapple, some tropical fruits.
Oh yeah.
They're great. Pineapple has bromelain, which is anti-inflammatory, and it's high in vitamin C. So you'll find when you have some pineapple, especially with the warmer weather coming, you feel a little bit of a lift.
Oh, nice.
And that's the pineapple doing
And you can
that.
pretend you're in the Caribbean. It's nice.
You can do that too, which would be very
Yeah.
exciting. Now, we have pumpkin seeds here. So pumpkin seeds are great because they contain vitamin B, which is great for energy.
Yep.
They have some nice fiber and they have some nice protein. So pumpkin seeds you can put on a salad. good. They're not gonna, you know, when you eat foods like these, which we'll talk about in a second, and you feel heavier, like you almost feel like a food fog immediately.
Right.
You don't get that with nuts and seeds. So it's amazing how many nuts and seeds you can eat and still feel great and energized.
Such an easy thing to add and incorporate into your foods as well, pumpkin seeds.
It is, and you can blend them in a smoothie.
Oh, nice.
The next thing I want to talk about is peas, and peas are becoming really popular. You're going to see a lot of pea protein in your health food stores.
Really?
A cup of peas only has 100 calories, and they have great fiber, but I like them for energy because they're a break, so they slow down the blood sugar response. So if you have a cup of peas, you're not going to walk around feeling tired. You're going to feel quite energized.
Okay.
And they have some nice antioxidants in them as well.
I don't like them.
Okay. Yeah. They say good things about you.
You know what? I was looking at them and I was like, yeah, that's true. And then I was like, I don't like you.
You don't like them. Jonah,
For some reason, pureed, maybe a little bit better. You don't? Okay, good. High five it right there, doctor.
I was like, I can't fake it. I don't like them either. But
however, I do like this whole family, right?
Yes.
I love the spinach and I love the kale. I'm a new kale convert.
You are a kale convert?
I love
I'm so happy.
Eat it, tons of it now.
So happy. I cannot tell you how important it is to get greens in your diet, to get alkaline, to get the antioxidants. You literally have to have greens as many times a day for anti-aging, for energy, for antioxidants. So whether it's kale, which is fabulous that you like, spinach, broccoli, as much as I can get into, the better.
Oh, good stuff.
Vitamin C rich foods, so of course apricots, oranges, and strawberries, great for your immune system function. So vitamin C rich foods, especially as we're getting fresh fruit, and grab them for the spring and summer.
Yeah.
Chocolate, and that's not just because you're a chocolate lover, but dark chocolate will secrete some endorphins in your brain. So I know that you've noticed when you eat chocolate, you feel a little happier. Yeah. That's not just you, that's actually a chemical reaction in your brain, so don't be scared to have some chocolate.
Okay.
Garlic, not good for your breath, but good for your health. So garlic is fantastic. It contains inulin fiber. I'm a big fan of inulin fiber. So
and what does that do?
Inulin fiber
slows everything down, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a soluble fiber. It has a prebiotic effect, which means it's good for your tummy and good for digestion.
Good stuff.
And then water. I always say to people, you are not tired, you are thirsty. So herbal tea counts, water counts, coffee doesn't count. I'm not saying no coffee, but you can actually feel fatigued from drinking too much coffee.
For sure, that makes sense. It's a dehydrator.
That's it, right? So this stuff, I was telling you off camera that my son was like, Mommy, what is happening here? Mommy's really changed. But I want you to get rid of the white sugary stuff, because I know that this is tempting when you're tired to grab this stuff because it gives you an instant boost. Yeah. But it's going to send you down again. And the World Health Organization just came out with a new recommendation that only 5% of your total caloric intake should come from added sugars. That's only 6 teaspoons, Tracy. That's not a lot. So this
don't
stuff,
have a lot of leeway there.
No. You know, I love bagels, I love things like that, but I can't eat too many carb-dense foods because they're so heavy. So you want to watch those. High salty foods, sodium, your rings will actually feel tight and will drop your energy, right?
Yeah, you get big sausage fingers.
You get sausage fingers. And then deep fried foods, we want to minimize those for your energy. They're very hard to digest.
Okay, so sleepy, awake. That's basically all you need to know, right?
Exactly.
Let's go to break. More coming up.
Exactly.
I don't even like that. There's something about doing things like going out and volunteering, and I work with a lot of organizations that I look at my calendar and I say, oh, okay, I'm going all the way to Finch and Albion Road and I'm going to go speak with these girls, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, rush hour traffic, and then I get there and their faces change everything. And there's just something so happy about it. Marcia Brown is an incredible woman for running this organization. No money, it's all out of pocket for her, so she's doing a fundraiser this year that I'm going to be hosting on April 5th. So go to our website for more information for that. But I think we should talk about happiness, because that was a really happy moment for me, whether it's reading to my own kids or reading to these girls as part of this program. There was an article all about the 7 tips for a better life, and a lot of it is about about having happiness. I'm a big believer in happiness. I'm generally a positive person. One of the things you should do for happiness is volunteer. So we thought we would talk about a few other things. Did you know that pet owners are generally happier?
Really?
Yeah. Do any of you guys have pets?
Yes, absolutely. And even in hospitals, when they bring pets in to people in hospitals, I mean, they've shown that you know, that there's so much joy in that relationship with an animal. Absolutely.
Forgiving and letting go.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
Are you a big forgiver and letter goer?
Yeah, I am. I think it's part of, I think that I was programmed, this is how I came out. I forget nasty, I forget unhappy. I can have someone be really nasty to me in a fight and I don't see them for a while, and I say, I'm like, hey, Right. So I think that if you're able to let things go,
right,
and you teach your kids that, it's amazing what you see them able to do.
But we were just talking about how you can actually train yourself. You can train your mind to actually, when you find yourself going down that road, have little things that you catch yourself and say, hey, wait a minute, just stop for a minute, take a big deep breath. I don't need to go there because it's only making me feel terrible inside. Yes. Because that's the only person that's hurting.
You're absolutely
You're hurting yourself.
right. I have to admit, though, it's definitely a work in progress, because there's sometimes I will walk down that road of, you know, holding a grudge and being really angry, and there are other times I'll be like, you know what, I'm going to focus on something else. But I know we've been doing that training ground around the dinner table. We do gratitude roundtable now, so the kids just have to just name one thing they're grateful for that day, and it could be the Lego set, it can be a friend they played with at school with, it could be for me sometimes it's a hot shower. You know, I'm really, really grateful for. Exercise as well, another thing that makes us happy. You're a big yogi.
Yes,
right?
And you know, if I don't get some alone time and some yoga, which is hard when you're a mom of 2 kids, it helps me be happy. So I think everybody has their own formula, and we were talking about that too. So I don't think happy just comes. I think happy is work. And one thing my dad taught me is don't assume. If you don't make assumptions about anything or anyone, just think the best. That's a happy place to be.
Yeah, you don't write a story about things. People write stories. They write a whole story wrapped around something, and it becomes a huge story. And that's when you really have to stop yourself.
And when you lose track of time, that's when I'm happy. When I'm volunteering or I'm with my kids playing and I lose track of time, I go, because we're so tied to our Blackberries and our phones and our iPhones.
But music makes me happy. I need to put that in there. So, like, so you could be in the worst mood, and at the office I'm like, you crank up that radio. There's something about, because we're talking about what makes us happy. Music is what, and it makes you forget things that allow you to escape even for an instant. Add to the happy.
But then we were also talking about, you know, being in that moment, and also volunteering and giving, which is what you were doing, Tracy, which I think is really great, because in giving to others you receive so much more, and you're helping others, and it's not about you anymore. It's not all about your own head, it's about what you can do to help someone else. And they do say that if you start that in your family with your children right from the get-go, and you do things always with them as part of it. It could be Christmas and you all go to wherever and do it together as a family. You hand out food. It becomes part of their way of life as well, and they carry that forward.
Right.
And that is really something you can do with your kids, and you're all going to get such benefit from that volunteering.
You do hope at some point it starts to work. I think I see it all the time. I see it all the time with kids, for sure. I think it is working. So be happy, everybody. I know what else makes people happy. Disney. Oh, you love Disney.
I think I like Disney more than my kids.
How many times have you been to Disney, would you say?
Wow, probably like 8 to 10 times.
Well, excuse me, Derek.
And my eldest is
Derek Selby, 17. Oh
yes, he's a full-grown adult with no kids, by the way.
We were in Disney.
And I love the character pictures. Like, I'll wait in line. And my kids are like, can we go do the rest? I'm like, Buzz Lightyear and all of them. Like, it's so fun.
Listen, Disney, it really is, it's a happy, happy place. And Cityline's going to be taking a trip down there soon. We're going to shoot some great stories and come back and have some fun. But the Disney Infinity is a video game. It's starring characters from Walt Disney and Pixar Studios. Players are transported into a virtual game world of their favorite movies. So to celebrate the release of Frozen, a huge film, we'll be drawing for a Disney Infinity PS3 starter pack. And today's audience will all take home a Blu-ray DVD of Frozen. It is so popular. Enjoy that and be happy. Let's go to break. Stay with us. I feel happier already.